Okay, I'm going to start out by applying Too Faced Shadow Insurance all over my lids. So I'm using this to prep my lids for my eyeshadow to help it to stick to my lids and last all day long. So I'm just rubbing it all in. So here I'm applying tape. I'm sticking it on the back of my hand to take some of the tackiness out of the tape. And I'm going to apply that to the edge of the outer V of my eyes. And this is just going to give me a crispy, clean look on the edges. So here I'm applying Jilted from the Urban Decay Electric palette. And I'm just buffing that into, I guess you would call that area just above the crease, right below the brow bone. So I'm blending that out. The brush that I'm using is actually from It Cosmetics. It's a dual-ended brush with a blending on one end and a eye smudger on the other end. And I'm just applying a couple coats just to get the desired color payoff that I want. Here I'm applying Urban from that same palette, and I'm going to apply that into my crease area. And I'm using my MAC 217 brush to do that. And that Urban color and Jilted blend so perfectly together. I love those two colors together. Urban Decay is one of my favorite cosmetic companies. I love their eyeshadows. They're so pigmented. Blend, blend, blend. That is the key. You want to make sure that you don't have any harsh lines in between your colors. So now I'm going to take this light frosty pink color, and that's from my Shany palette. I think it was 180 colors in that palette, and my best friend actually ordered it off of Amazon for me. So I'm applying that on my brow bone area just to give it a little highlight. I don't like much highlight on my brow bones because I have hooded eyes and I don't want to draw too much attention to that area. So I'm taking that same palette and I'm going to take a light frosty pink color that's a little bit darker than that brow bone color that I applied. And I'm going to apply that all over my lids. And I'm stopping right underneath the crease area, and I'm going back in with my 217 MAC brush and blending it out. I'm just blending that in with that Urban color from the Urban Decay Electric palette. This is an eyeshadow brush I'm using from Golden Rose Cosmetics. So I'm just blending that color in together. Blending that edge into the crease. So now I'm going to take that black color from my Shany palette and I'm going to go in on the outer V and give myself a deeper smoky look. So that dark purple, that Urban color, already gave me a purple smoke. So I'm going to deepen that with that black color. And I'm going in with a soft dome brush from Makeup Geek. I love their brushes. You guys gotta check their brushes out. Soft dome brush. Matter of fact, is that the soft dome? I think that's the pointed crease brush. I'm sorry guys, pointed crease brush. So I'm taking that 217 MAC brush again and I'm going to buff out those edges and blend that black into that purple and onto the lid. So I'm going back in with that pointed crease brush and I'm going to pack on a little more color to give me a little more depth. And blend, blend, blend. Yeah, I'm a perfectionist, so I need to make sure my eyeshadow is on point. Y'all know how it is. So I just went back in with Jilted to kind of, you know, give me a little extra color there. And I'm blending that out. And that brush out. For the brushes I don't give to you guys, I'll just put that in the link below. So this is like a frosted tan color. And I'm actually applying that on my brow bone. The other color actually I was using to blend out Jilted. Kind of soften that up a little bit, so sorry for any confusion. This is my first voiceover. So now I'm taking Inglet's gel liner number 77. I love this gel liner. It's so black. And it goes on really, really smooth. You just got to make sure that you turn it over while you're using it so that it won't dry out so quickly. If it does dry out, they sell a product to actually bring it back to life. So I don't do wings on my eyes too often. You ladies, you're gonna see that in my videos. I don't do wings. I will do future tutorials on wings. However, I don't like to wear wings on my eyes because I have hooded eyes and they don't look as flattering on me. This is a liner brush from Real Techniques. I love their brushes too. Very good quality. So now I'm taking my mascara from Clinique. This mascara actually came in a gift set, so I'll put the link to that product down below. Yeah, sorry, I know I make some crazy faces when I'm doing my makeup. So I'm gonna remove the tape. And as you can see, it gave me a nice crispy edge. So I'm putting a little bit of that Too Faced primer underneath my waterline. And I do this because my eyes water a little bit sometimes and my liner tend to run. So, you know, even if I use a waterproof liner, it still kind of, you know, messes up. But anyway, here I'm putting Rich Velvet from Makeup Geek. I'm using that under my waterline just to kind of give me a little dimension to my eyes. So today I'm not using a liner. I'm just going to use some eyeshadow. So I'm taking that black eyeshadow from Inglet and I'm going to give it a little more richness there. A little more richness, a little more depth. So then I'm going to take these Vegas nail lashes, Eyeliner, and they are called Shiny Star. I'm just applying those and apply those as close to your lash line as possible. So now I'm taking Max Pro Longwear NC50 and I'm applying that on my dark circles under my eyes, just to erase any shadows that I see, and also around my mouth because I don't like to see those dark shadows through my foundation. So this helps to kind of color correct that. You can also use orange concealer as well. However, I'm using the NC50 today. So then I'm going in with my Sephora Taint Infusion number 45 Cafe Latte from Sephora. And I'm applying that with my Eco-Tools flat top foundation brush. And I'm just blending it all over my face. And yes, I do my eyeshadow first because I don't like any of the fallout to get on my pretty foundation after I've done it. So just kind of be careful with that, not to go in and mess up your eyeshadow. That seems to work for me, so you can do it however you want, but I do it this way. And I'm just taking that flat foundation brush and going around my brows and, you know, just smoothing out some areas. So now I'm going in with Max Pro Longwear NC45 to highlight. And I'm using my Beauty Blender from Real Techniques to blend that out. This is my go-to concealer. I mean, when I tell you, you might see me using this concealer all the time, you just may see that because this is what works for me. So I don't like my concealer to be thick, and it's just right. It doesn't crease or anything. Just blend that side out. Make sure your concealer is even on both sides, because you don't want to look like you're more highlighted on one side than the other. So make sure you're paying attention to that. So when you're blending out, you just kind of look up a little bit, you know, to kind of smooth out under your eye so that you can get in there real good and make sure it's not seeping into any fine lines. So I'm going to highlight my chin. What they call it, the Cupid's bow or whatever they call it. The bridge of my nose and my forehead. I'm going to blend that out. Using that same beauty blender. Blend, blend, blend. That is the key in makeup. Make sure you blend those edges very well. You don't want to see any lines of demarcation anywhere. So now I'm taking my Black Opal Suede Mocha foundation stick, and I'm going to contour with that. Just applying a little leftover NC45 underneath that contour, underneath the hollows of my cheekbones, and then I'm going to go in and blend out that contour with my beauty blender. And then I just press into the skin. You don't wipe, you just kind of like press. Press, press, press. Might look like I'm wiping a little bit. I kind of cheat a little bit with that, but just press it into the skin. And then I go back in with that leftover product on that foundation brush to blend out any edges. So now I'm going to set my highlight with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. And I love, love, love Laura Mercier's translucent powder. It's not cakey. It doesn't give you any flashback. It's perfect. It's perfect for setting highlight and also minimizing oils. So if you get oily, you can use that. So now I'm using my Sasha Cosmetics Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to set the rest of my highlight. Then I'm going in with that same Suede Mocha from the Black Opal foundation stick, and I'm going to contour my nose with a concealer brush. And I got this concealer brush from Eco Tools, and I think you can get that from Walgreens and Walmart as well. I'm just buffing that out with this brush. This is like an off-brand brush that I got from Amazon. It came in a pack of 10. It's like 10 bucks. So then I take the Beauty Blender and blend out. Also, I just want to make sure my nose contour is blended very well. I don't want to see any harsh lines on my nose. So I'm taking that Real Techniques contour brush, and I'm just buffing out any excess contour product that I see. I just want to make sure everything is blended seamlessly. Get under that chin. I don't want to leave that part out. So now I'm applying my powder, and this is my NW45 from MAC Studio Fix powder, press powder, and I'm just going to apply that all over my face. And yes, I even apply it on my highlight as well, and I do that because I don't like my highlights to be super bright. I don't want to look like I'm highlighted to death, so I want a more natural look, more natural highlights, so I apply everywhere. Then I'm going in with Raisin blush from MAC, and I'm going to apply that to the apples of my cheeks to give me a little color. So now I'm highlighting with Gold and Bronze from my Anastasia Glow Kit. And I love this highlighter because it makes me look so bronzy and golden, like a golden goddess. So I'm just blending my blush in with that highlight. So now I'm taking Bittersweet from MAC Pro Longwear Pencil, and I'm lining my lips. So now I'm taking Utopia, a Velveteen Matte Lipstick from Lime Crime. This is a very matte lipstick, and I mean, when it dries, it stays all day. It stains the lips, so you literally have to take a makeup remover wipe and get this stuff off. So and I'm going to take Fabby from MAC, and I'm just going to highlight the center of my lips a little bit, and then I'm going to clean up the outer edges of my lips so everything can look nice and crispy. Now I'm going to spray my face with Scandinavia, and here's the final look. Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you in my next video. Please rate, comment, and subscribe.